Welcome back, everyone. Steven here from Breakout Cards, and today we're going to go over another SGC submission. We have, I believe, 38 cards in this sub, so not too big of a sub or anything. We have a few cards from our subbers, and the other ones are for the Breakout inventory. Let's get into it. Starting us off here, we have a 1964 Topps Willie Mays, 1973 Topps Willie Mays 5/5, 1908 Felix Poten Francis Ferdinand, and this one, it does look like a very nice card. However, there's some writing on the back. I think it's a little bit of pencil marks. That's why I got a 3, although I think it's one of the nicest Felix Potens we've graded. James K. Polk. We have a Zach Taylor from the Mogul Cigarettes, and this is a silk card. As you can see, I'll bring it a little closer. Lord Nelson. This is Teddy Roosevelt, and this is from Photopias, which is a Greek set. Another Mays, 1971 Dell's Today's Team Stamps. And this one, as you can see, for these cards, it does have the border on the edge, so they were able to give it a numerical grade, and it got an 8. 1968 Topps Hank Aaron. 63 Topps Aaron Banks. And actually these two, I'm going to bring this card back here because these two were crossed over from, I believe, Random Grading Company slabs. So they ended up getting numerical grades, which is good, but definitely a lot lower than what they originally graded because they were graded on a very loose scale. So just keep that in mind for anybody submitting cards. If you want to cross stuff over and you have some other very small random grading companies, that sometimes the grades won't reflect exactly how they were. And I did misspeak a little bit at the beginning because there are 2 cards that are actually going in my personal collection. And these are the 2 Sandberg cards from the Venezuelan League set. And there's also a third one. There's 3 cards of him in the set. One of them is a standalone. The other one is him with his teammates. And I have the whole little subset of that. And these graded out numerically, which is awesome. Sometimes they have blank back. Others have some on the back. So I was really happy to even get numerical grades on these and add them to the collection. Next group here coming up, we have from the Agualita set a Valentina Drake. Check this out right here. I was able to grade numerically and got a 2. That's about what I was expecting it to grade. Next here we have a James Madison card from the Larkin set. Here we go. Let's angle right so you guys can see. And finally, we have the Liebig 1904 card of Napoleon. And I believe this is the second highest Liebig we have ever graded. I believe the one highest was a Ted Williams that we had. And this one ended up getting out of 5. And it is a gold embroidered card on the edge, as you can see. So really good grade to get a 5. I believe this was from a subber as well. So really awesome and definitely a higher grade for the type of card that it is. Now, the next group I'm going to show you, this is going to be all from the same set, I believe. These are all 1974 Laughlins. Ready or not, here we come. Starting out here with Bill Monroe in a 6.5. Also, guys, I believe all these players played in the Negro Leagues, if I'm not mistaken. Some are Hall of Famers, and I will note them as we go by. Next, John Beckwith, excuse me. Rap Dixon, a 7. I think that was one of our highest graded, if I'm not mistaken. Louis Santop, Hall of Famer, in a 6. Frank Grant, in a 5, Hall of Famer. Pete Hill, another Hall of Famer. Judd Wilson, Hall of Famer. Willie Foster, Hall of Famer. Jose Mendez, and I believe the back one is a Cristobal Toriente. Both of these guys are also Hall of Famers. All right, and I believe we only have a few more Hall of Famers left before we get to the other ones. Next group here, Mule Suttles, also a Hall of Famer. As you can see here, it is a nice card, but it is a little bit of a miscut up there, which some of these cards tend to have. So unfortunately, the best it could get is a 3. Dan McLean. Jose Mendez. I believe we had another 5 as well. Hall of Famer. Jimmy Lyons. Spot Poles in a 7. Patch Jenkins in a 6.5. Home Run Johnson, 6.5. Bingo DeMoss. Charlie Grant, 7. Cannonball Dick Redding in a 6. And Floyd Garner in a 4. Alrighty, guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in with us today. Had a lot of cool cards, a little bit of a smaller sub than normal, but I wanted to go ahead and submit these in as I want to get them in quick, want to get them back to customers quick, and back in my hands quick as well. Thank you all for viewing, and we hope to see you next time at Breakout Cards.